Hi, Jason. How's it going?
Very good.
Right on.
Kelly, how's life treating you in 2012?
So far so good. We just had some. I guess the big news right now is Possessed just has confirmed, or just got confirmed for Grass Pop Festival in 2012, which is in Belgium, headlined by Black Sabbath, Slayer, Motorhead, Megadeth, and a bunch of other killer bands. So we're all very excited about that.
When you look at a venue like that, I'm sure think you've made it in your life because I mean, opening for Black Sabbath and Slayer and bands like that, that's the big leagues.
That's definitely have to be one of the highlights of my life so far. Yeah, man, you can say that for sure.
The godfathers of heavy metal.
Exactly. And I don't know if you've seen the poster, but they're using the Black Sabbath, the logo from Master of Reality, which was my favorite Black Sabbath record coming up, at least for a while there.
That's an interesting concept, that they're going back with that logo. Very interesting.
I love it.
Excellent stuff. Possessed now, how's the career going these days? You guys playing any gigs anytime soon?
Well, yeah, actually, here in a couple of weeks, actually it's 11 days from now, but I believe the date's February 4th. We're going to be playing it's an event called Bonded by Bailoff, which is a 10-year anniversary of Paul Bailoff's death, of course, of Exodus. And so Exodus will be headlining, and also Possessed, and as well as Forbidden and Heathen, and a bunch of other Bay Area bands opening up the show. And it's again, we're all very excited about this as well because it's the once in a lifetime event and a great opportunity. Excuse me?
Something I'd like to talk to you about is like, let's say your guitar gear. What do you bring into Possessed, like to make that sound, to match anything? What type of equipment you use on that stage?
Well, I mean, right now in fact, I'm going to be debuting a new guitar for these upcoming shows. It's Jackson. It's a Jackson custom shop. It's called a Kelly Star. Some really sick-looking custom paint, and that's going to be my new stage guitar, at least for these upcoming shows here. Very excited about that. As far as sound and effects, I mean, we've been using, we have rigs on the West Coast when we rehearse, which is usually Marshall, or I've been flying out my own Mesa Boogie triple rectifier head. For effects and preamp and that sort of thing, I'm all about Digitech. I just picked up a brand new Digitech RP500, which is a really hot floor unit that has just came out, and I'm very excited about that one. The tones are incredible, and it's very convenient because it's an all-in-one floor unit, which is perfect for flying out and doing shows and festivals and that sort of thing.
And like that, do you use the the return jack to use this to have your actual amp simulation from your Digitech pedal?
Yeah, exactly. You use the effects return jack on the back of either the Marshall or the Mesa head, whichever it is I'm using. That's the best way to do that.
And in that sense, you're carrying that sound in a pedal, your tone. You've manufactured, let's say, you created your own tone.
Precisely, and so with that, I'm able to match very closely some of the original Possessed guitar tones, from the albums, from the records, which we're doing songs from all three albums, all three CDs, Seven Churches, Beyond the Gates, and Eyes of Horror, and yeah, man. So having these effects and a convenient portable pedal floor unit, it's working out great.
Let's talk about Seven Churches. Let's say the song Exorcist. What does it feel like playing that live? Because it's one of the most classic riffs in death metal ever made.
Right, of course. As you can imagine, and I'm, make no mistake about it, I'm very much a huge Possessed fan. Always have been since I was about 15 years old. And you know what I mean? When I first heard the band, when I was very young, and I actually went out and we were driving to a record store and purchased all 3 cassettes all at once because I just had to have this band. And to get the opportunity to play these songs live in front of an audience, it's really nothing short of incredible. It's I mean, we have a job to do when we get up there. You understand that. I mean,
sure.
It's about being professional and executing the song, properly. But at the same time, it's a really good time, man. You really couldn't ask for anything better. And it's the time of my life, man. It's one of these things you look back on it and you can never would have imagined such a cool, great opportunity. And like I said, we get up there, we all have a job to do, but it really is a lot of fun, man, especially being just a fan of the music and seeing the fans' reactions. And the people love Jeff, man, and people love Possessed. They love the songs. And, yeah, man, to hear a song like The Exorcist, it's a rush.
I'm sure you get goosebumps still on stage while you're playing it.
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
Well, it's a song that, everybody, in this genre recognizes. How's the scene in general, let's say, when you go out to play concerts overseas and stuff like that? The reception very big, would you say, for Possessed still today?
Well, I can tell you since I've joined the band, the first 2 shows we played was we did our live debut in Hollywood at the Key Club, right on Sunset Strip, which was, great, like a warm-up show. We had a great turnout. We were very pleased with that. Had a really tight and powerful set and a good sound and a great crowd response. That was my live debut with the band. And then our second show, which was the following, only a couple of days later, was in France at Hellfest last year, 2011. And again, opening for such huge bands as Ozzy Osbourne headlined, was also Judas Priest, tons of other bands, Thin Lizzy, Creator, so many huge bands played Hellfest last year. And if you've ever been to Hellfest or, huge European festival, we're talking about 30,000 people over 3 days, people camping out, and it was just, it was mayhem. It was incredible. Played in front of a huge crowd. Of course, everyone's very supportive of the band, and so yeah, it was breathtaking. Especially being one of the very first shows to ever play with Possessed. And so with that in mind, we're moving forward and looking forward to these the upcoming festivals this summer.
And also in the near future, we're going to see a new album with you on it at all? Is there going to be a new Possessed album someday?
Well, yes, that's the idea right now. As a matter of fact, that's what we're working on currently. I've been demoing some riffs. I'm sending to Jeff and the rest of the guys, and everyone's digging it. And the other dudes in the band are also coming up with riffs and song ideas as well. So it's going to be a collaborative effort, and we're all writing the new Possessed record right now as we speak.
Now that is good news.
Absolutely.
Basically, 2012 is going to be a great year for Possessed, I presume. Certainly, if your guys are opening for Black Sabbath, that's a great thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also have some more U.S. dates coming up here in a couple of weeks. I mentioned the Bonded by Bailoff event that's here in a couple of weeks.
Right.
And then shortly after that, the end of February, we have a couple of West Coast shows playing in L.A., Orange County, and also in Seattle. And then the following weekend, some East Coast shows, Richmond, Virginia, and then also Springfield, Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C., and the B.B. Kings in New York City on Sunday night. Really looking forward to that one. These are all headlining shows, and it's another way to really kick off 2012 with some U.S. dates.
Kelly, thanks for taking the time.
That sounds great, man. Thanks very much. I appreciate the support, and look for that new Possess coming out soon.